Hey folks, so obviously I'm not home right now. I tried to go home and a power line fell in the middle of the road in our neighborhood. So I had no way of getting back to our trailer. So now I'm here at the place that I normally house sit. I did not want to come here today. I just wanted to go home and sleep, but I was kind of forced to come here because Sonny hadn't had his breakfast yet, and I didn't want to wait to see when the workers were going to be done with finishing the power line. So I just came over here, and he's fed now, and I'm still processing this morning. I mean, it's still morning time. I'm still processing the events that happened earlier this morning, and yeah, it's just, I guess I'm going through like the stages of grief, if this is grief, but like I'm at the angry stage now because I've been thinking about how I wanted to come on here and talk about the hardships of living in a small town as a Black person. Specifically, this town, Grass Valley, because I've lived in a small town before. I went to school in Beaumont, Texas, and that's a small town, but there's a lot more Black people in that town. And my mom's side of the family lived there too. So like my experience there and my experience here in this small town in Grass Valley is night and day. And I remember after we had already moved out here, I did a little bit more research into Grass Valley and learned that this used to be a sundown town in the 60s. So not that long ago, Black folks weren't even allowed to be here after the sun went down. And I also learned that in the 80s, they burned down a Chinatown that was in a nearby town, Nevada City. It's like a 5-minute drive from Grass Valley, but it's a nearby town called Nevada City. And there was a Chinatown there that they burned down in the 80s to get Chinese people off their land. And it's just so upsetting because this land that I am on right now is indigenous land, specifically Nisenan land. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll write it here so you guys can see it and do your own research. But this used to be Nisenan land before European colonists came over here and invaded and stole their land. And there were people here caring for this beautiful place. And it's just so beautiful and peaceful here. But it is also such a nasty history here because of colonization and because of people wanting to have control over land that does not belong to anyone. Really, I mean, if anything, it belongs to all of us. This land does, and I guess I just feel a way when a group of people feel so entitled to land that their ancestors invaded on and took by force and through violence. And yeah, being a Black autistic woman in a small town is very difficult. It's one of the reasons why I'm not even working right now, and it really pushed me even more into a really bad burnout, a really bad burnout. And I was working as a house cleaner. Well, before I was working as a house cleaner, I was working at a Tractor Supply in Grass Valley. And just working there, I dealt with so many microaggressions, not only from some of my coworkers. A lot of them were actually nice, but some of my coworkers had microaggressions. And then the customers that I had to deal with, my God, every day. And then I was being put on a cash register, even though I told my boss that it is really hard for me being on a cash register, especially as a person with autism. And that just wasn't being respected at all. So I decided to go work at Amazon shortly after because they had like a little small sorting center in Grass Valley. So I worked there. But the thing with this Amazon is you have to pick up shifts, and it's really hard to pick up shifts because they hire more people than what's needed. And you're pretty much like in survival mode, fighting amongst your coworkers to pick up to pick up shifts in order to make money. And it was cool for a little bit, but I just needed something a little bit more stable and consistent. So I ended up looking up jobs for people with autism that we, pretty much excel in, and it's not so hard for us. And cleaning was something that popped up. So I looked for just cleaning jobs in my area, and I came across this one company that I applied for. I got hired, and I love this job. I love cleaning homes. I don't know what it is, just the method of going top to down, left to right, and just working your way through each room. I really enjoyed doing it. I liked the job, and I planned on staying there for a long time because not only did we need the money, but I enjoyed the work I was doing at the time. So it was being out here and cleaning homes, or being in the homes of people that live in this area and experiencing their microaggressions and covert racism. It just broke me down little by little by little. And I was just feeling very much alone. And I got into a situation at one of our meetings because we were forced to go to these group meetings every other Friday. And I was pretty much just singled out, and I was already burnt out. And I felt like what was happening, it was very odd and weird. And I just got up and walked out, and I never returned back to that place again. And I haven't worked since then. Like, I guess worked for a company. I still do DoorDash, and I still house sit, and I find other means of making money. But yeah, just living in a small town I noticed how it burnt me out even quicker with having a job, because normally, like, when I was in Sacramento, the Dallas area, I can at least stay at a job for 3 to 6 months before I burnt out. But when I was working out here, it was like within the first month. Like, I was already so exhausted, and my energy was so depleted because it was just dealing with microaggressions every day. That compounds on the person, and there's only so much turning of the cheek that you can do. And if you snap, people look at you like, you're the enemy and you're the aggressor, even though they've been pushing buttons for you to react all this time. And when you do, you're the bad guy, and the cops are called on you. So what is it, Sunny? Sorry about that. But like I said, yeah, Sunny was with me, and he really helped me calm down and stay present and focus on the task at hand, which was putting some food in his belly. I don't even know how I'm going to edit this video, but I just do know I've been wanting to talk about my hardships of living in a small town. But I didn't know how I wanted to go about doing it, how I wanted to open it up. And then this experience happened today, and now I'm sitting here talking about it. Nature is forcing me to talk about the experience now. And if there's anyone else who looks like me, living in a small town, born and raised in a small town, and just can't wait to get out, just hang in there. And this is not a forever destination for us. We just kind of happened here because we wanted tiny home living. And we have tiny home living now. We don't have to necessarily stay here. But my wife, Harvey, she has a job here. And she's looking to start applying for jobs in different areas. We don't know what's the next destination for us. But we do know that we both want to feel safe in the area, feel accepted. And we definitely want to have like our own plot of land where we can be able to park Hippolyta if we wanted to. So that's next for us on the to-do list. But yeah, anyone else, Black, queer, autistic, living in a small town, I'm here with you. I see you. Drop a comment below and share your experience if you've had any. I'm sure you have. But yeah, leave a comment below about your experience living in a small town or growing up in a small town. And yeah, we're going to be all right. We're going to be okay, no matter what, no matter how the people in this world tries to dampen our light. We are going to continue to shine. If you're still here watching, thank you so much. I think I'm just going to end this video here. I just want to get rest after I leave this place and go home It probably won't be for another few hours. But I'm just going to try to lay down, meditate, and calm my mind. Thank you guys for being here, for watching this. And I hope you've gained something from this. I don't know. If anything, I've gained something from this. It's been, well, this is very releasing to just talk about my experience right after it happened. And I don't feel so heavy now. I feel less heavy about it, and just talking about it more is making me feel like less crazy about what I just experienced, because I haven't even talked to my wife about it yet. She's at work. And so yeah, I've just been processing this by myself so far. And when she gets off, I'm going to fill her in on what happened. And I haven't even begun to like make the complaint with that Save Mart, but I do plan on doing that for sure. I feel like I definitely should say something about that, and I shouldn't let that slide, because it can happen to someone else who looks like me, and I definitely don't want that to happen. So because it happened to me, I'm going to use my voice and take action on it and say something, report it. If nothing happens, then nothing happens. It is what it is, but I'm definitely going to take action on it. But yeah, that's it for this video. I will hope to see you guys in the next one in a more brighter mood and doing, I don't know, more fun things, talking about more things that, I don't know, this is real and authentic. I don't want my channel to be all rainbows and sunshine, because that's just not real. That's not real life at all. So if in the next video I'm still feeling down, so be it. It's going to be like that for a few days, but I'm sure I'm going to be able to bounce back from this. This is not a forever mood or feeling. I'm ruminating. I'm ruminating heavy right now. And I'm going to be ruminating on it until I processed it all. So this is my way of processing it, through self-documenting. I'm going to go write it out, meditate, sleep on it, and give it back to the universe and nature, and move on. So peace out. I'm sending you all my love and safety and peace. Take care of yourself, folks. Bye.